The following program is a production of Hōʻike Kauaʻi Community Media. The Hōʻike Weekly has been made possible in part by the Rice Street Business Association, the Kauaʻi Island Utility Cooperative, and Violi Properties. Aloha Kauaʻi. Now, if you follow our socials, you already know the staff here at Hōʻike has grown by one. And if you don't follow our socials, why not? Do it now while I tell you about our newest staff member, Olivia Franco. She's born and raised on Kauai's west side. She's absolutely brilliant, and she's our new county producer and social media manager. She's also pretty mean with the camera. Check out this picture behind me. And she's even meaner with her social media posts. So if you've been liking what you see on our feeds lately, it's all Liv's doing. We're excited for what's to come and thankful to have her and her talents on staff here at Hōʻike. And now that you're filled in, and obviously now that you're following us on Facebook and Instagram, it's time to settle in for this week's episode. I'm Trisha Allen, and this is the Hōʻike Weekly. All right, Kauaʻi, it's Newsflash time. Our island may be small, but there's a lot happening around here, and you have things to do. So let's give you the latest in a short and entertaining way so you can go about your week informed. The Surfrider Foundation's Kauaʻi chapter released results from its August 17th water quality testing, and they weren't that great. Just about half of the 22 sites that were tested showed high levels of Enterococcus, which is the bacteria present in fecal contamination. If you favor Pakalas, Waiʻohai, Rock Quarry, or Waikoko for surfing, you have nothing to worry about. Bacteria levels were the lowest in those areas. Other relatively safe beaches include Anahola Bay, Kealia, Kalihiwai, Kalapaki Bay, and Anini. Areas that tested high for bacteria and therefore should be avoided include Moloa'a Stream, which showed alarmingly high levels of bacteria, as did Makua Tunnel Stream, Hanamaʻulu Stream, Hanalei River and Hanalei Bay, Nawiliwili Stream, Wainiha Stream, and the Waimea River mouth, along with Hanamaʻulu Bay Beach and Kaloa Landing, or Waikomo. Medium bacteria levels were found at Middle Surf, First Ditch, and the Wailua River Park, so you can decide for yourself on those. The contamination is primarily linked to the island's 14,000 cesspools, which are required to be upgraded by 2050. Residents are advised to avoid polluted waters and follow health guidelines. In related icky news, the Kalalau section of the Nepali Coast State Wilderness Park is being temporarily closed due to a gastrointestinal illness outbreak with symptoms like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Since August 14th, 24 hikers have reported falling ill, with one person having to be evacuated. The Department of Health suspects Norovirus is the culprit, although tests are still being conducted. This closure starts today, September 5th, and will last for about 7 days. The Department of Conservation officers were on site yesterday to assist hikers, check on remaining campers, and provide medical assistance if needed. Affected permit holders can reschedule or request refunds by emailing dlnr.dsp.permits@hawaii.com. And if you've recently been on the Kalalau Trail, officials suggest monitoring yourself for symptoms. So far, those have contracted the illness have been getting better on their own, but if symptoms don't improve within 24 to 48 hours, or if the symptoms are severe, please seek medical care promptly and report the illness when you're able by calling the Disease Investigation Branch at 808-586-4586. We reported this a couple weeks ago, but the time has now come for the Lihue Refuse Transfer Station to be closed for renovations from September 11th to November 1st as part of an island-wide improvement project. During the month-and-a-half closure, residents can take trash, green waste, and other items to the Kauaʻi or Hanapepe transfer stations, but large bulky items should go to the Kekaha landfill. As always, scrap metal or e-waste can be dropped off at Puhi Metals Recycling Center. The adjacent Kauaʻi Resource Center will remain open though for specific recycling services, and Reynolds Recycling will continue to operate as usual. For more details, you can call 808-241-4841 or visit kauai.gov/recycling. We scour all the sources we can to keep you informed, Kauai, but so do our friends over at Kauai Now News, and they're pretty fantastic at getting the scoop on what's happening around here. So let's take a quick look at what they've dug up so far at kauainownews.com. First article up is one about Kaulunani Urban and Community Forestry. It's a DLNR division of Forestry and Wildlife Program, and they're awarding some money to 7 forestry projects across the Hawaiian Islands. The chosen projects inspire tree protection and urban forestry management, engage and educate community members at native forest restoration sites, and provide technical support to help fruit tree growers maximize yields and minimize waste. I bet you want to know who was awarded the funds on Kauai, don't you? Well, our winning project was by Malama Kauai, and it's called Village Harvest, engaging and educating Kauai residents in community forestry. This Malama Kauai program will put those awarded funds to good use by investing in local fruit and tree nurseries and by hosting educational events to improve the management of fruit trees island-wide. Another article written by Scott Junker is about how Kauai is leading the charge when it comes to rounding up invasive species of fish. It says that Kauai is in the lead of the first Hawaii Invasive Species Roundup. It's a free statewide fishing challenge that's targeted several fish: roi, or peacock grouper, ta'ape, or blue striped snapper, ta'au, or blacktail snapper, and tilapia. The challenge began July 31st, and by Thursday, 35 Kauai fishermen and women earned a combined 2.42 points, or 261 catches. The challenge ends September 14th. The app behind the contest is called My Catch, and this app keeps the secret spots of the anglers secret, so no need to worry there. Data collected throughout the Invasive Species Roundup will be presented in mid-September at the 154th annual meeting of the American Fisheries Society in Honolulu. The weekend begins soon, and there's never a shortage of things to do around here, so let's take a quick look at what events you can look forward to in the upcoming week. The Kauai Police Department, in collaboration with the Special Olympics Kauai, KIUC, and Ka'iva Construction, is holding the Badges and Buckets fundraiser at Lihue Walmart from September 5th, today, to September 7th. Officers are on site and even on the roof since 6 a.m. today, aiming to raise $25,000 to support local Special Olympics athletes. This Saturday, the Kauai Concert Association is celebrating their 50th anniversary with a concert at the KCC Performing Arts Center. Luckily for us, one of KCA's board of directors, who just happens to also be a very talented violinist, sent us a little message about the event. Take a look.
Hi, my name is Casey Milne. I'm a violinist here on Kauai, and I'm also on the board of directors of the Kauai Concert Association. And we are celebrating our 50th anniversary with our biggest concert yet, a 19-piece orchestra. It's a collaboration of both Hawaii musicians and musicians from the Hawaii Symphony. And our director is Tito Munoz, a nationally acclaimed conductor from the Phoenix Symphony. We are performing Gustav Holst's The Planets Saturday night, 7 o'clock. It is going to be an amazing night.
The Kauai Humane Society is pulling out all the stops for their 2024 Clear the Shelters Crescendo event, and they're kicking things off with the Barks and Buys Market on September 7th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Attendees can expect over 20 vendors who will be donating a portion of their proceeds to the Kauai Humane Society to be there, offering everything from handmade goodies to stylish dog accessories. What else can you expect at this event? Well, cuddly shelter pets that are up for adoption, of course, as well as goodie bags for those who choose to adopt that day. One thing that is not happening during the event, however, is the adoption fee. Those are being waived until September 10th. Attendees who have questions about KHS services and programs can also get some answers while at the Barks and Buys event or by visiting their website, kauaihumane.org. 3 iconic comedians are bringing their hilarious act to the Kauai Philippine Cultural Center this Saturday, September 7th. The Legends Tour featuring Frank, Augie, and Andy will be full of laughter while they rip all the jokes that made them the local legends that they are. Doors open at 4 p.m. and more information can be found at downtownlihui.com/Legends Tour. Computer literacy classes are available at several Kauai libraries next week. That's because back in 2022, $975,000 in federal funding was secured to help build Hawaii's digital workforce. Whew, that's a lot of money. During the month of September, weekly classes are being held at the Kapa'a, Hanapepe, and Waimea libraries. This next class coming up will teach Internet Basics, where attendees can learn the fundamentals of the Internet, what it is, how to connect, and how to browse the web. Navigating websites, URLs, and search engine usage will also be covered. Waimea Library is holding their class on September 10th at 10 a.m. Kapa'a Library is holding their class September 12th, also at 10 a.m. And Hanapepe Library will be holding their Internet Basics class also on September 12th, but in the afternoon at 1 p.m. Participants must be registered for the class in order to ensure that there are enough Chromebooks available for everyone. Complete registration information and all other details can be found at mapunawai.com/HSPLS-Kauai-schedule. You can also get there by scanning the QR code on your screen. Now, looking a little further ahead, not to this weekend, but next weekend, the Garden Island Renegade Rollers will be hosting a roller derby. Now, if you didn't already know that Kauai had a roller derby team, you definitely should. These fierce women compete statewide, but on Saturday, September 14th, they're hosting a derby right here on Kauai, and it's going to also include a junior scrimmage as well. And don't worry, you know Hōʻike is going to get all the info you need about that. We just wanted to give you time to get ready. Stay tuned for an up-close interview with some of these Garden Island Renegade Rollers on next week's show, along with more details about the derby itself, of course. But if you like spoiling the surprise, you can check out their Instagram page anytime you like, at Garden Island Renegade Rollers. All right, Kauai, that's all the Hōʻike we have for you this week. But don't forget, if you've got some info on events happening or stories you'd like heard, you can submit them to us directly by going to our website at hōʻike.org and scrolling down to the Submit a Story button. Then check back on next week's episode to see your story air. Until then, I'm Trisha Allen, wishing you love and aloha. Have a good weekend from the Hōʻike Studios.